And Friday night, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I gotta put this thing back out here in the middle. Had another little project over the week. Anyway, so put this thing back out in the middle there and see if we can put some color on it. I think if I can find it here, wander around. I had a can of paint sitting aside here. Anyway, this is what we're going to try to spray. Oil enamel. Anyway, interior, exterior polyurethane, it says. So we'll see what's up. I'm going to give it a shot. It's not black. It's what's it called? Hunter green. So it's pretty dark green. I think it'll look good on this cart. Anyway, so that's what I'm fixing to do out here. Well, I guess you can see what I'm doing there. Get it up off the floor anyway. And I've wiped it all down with some, I don't know if we can see it there. Little Omni fast reducer. And it didn't attack that paint, so if that cradle thinned down with that reducer there, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. We'll see. It's a fast reducer, so being as it's so cold out here, it ought to dry. Anyway, we'll see if it'll mix up. I'll throw a little bit in a small little cup and stir it up, see if it looks like it's going to hang. And if it doesn't do weird shit, then I'll go ahead and spray it. Well, there it is, green. Anyway, it is what it is. Polyurethane oil-based Krylon, and yeah, she's green. Anyway, it's still pretty cold out here. See my breath, which means it's pretty cold. Sprayed out all right. I used some of that Omni fast reducer, and you know, it's got dust and crap in it, which is just fine, being as it's a freaking go-kart. And I just went over with some what did I sand this thing with? I think like probably 80 grit. Just, you know, scuffed up the old crap, sanded the rust off, primed it with the old Rust-Oleum rusty metal primer, and whoop, there went the gun. Give it a coat of this green shit. So anyway, it's green, and hopefully this stuff will dry up within the next week or so. We'll see. I may fire up the heater here as soon as all the overspray goes away, and warm it up for an hour or two before I go in the house. Keep it from sagging out too bad. Anyway, we're planning on some yellow trim for this, as far as another color for like the chain muffler guard there. That'll be yellow. Part of the engine tin will be yellow, maybe the pull start part, and the cooling tin. The rest of it we're going to paint black. And anyway, ought to be pretty cool. Well, the next morning here, it's Saturday. Take a look at the calendar. Anyway, there's the cart there, and it's the 17th of November. Anyway, you can see the cart is green, and well, kind of shiny, not smooth. It shows every single imperfection there was, and being as I just kind of gave it a scuff to let the paint stick, you know, my grind marks are grind marks, and all the rust pits that were there are still there. So anyway, it is what it is, but it's green. It's just a go-kart, And you know, if I was going to make it pretty, then it would have taken hours and hours and hours, and I'd probably had to skim coat all those rusty pipes I used and everything else. But anyway, it's something to go out and play around with. Well, it's the 17th of November out here anyway. Painted that thing green last night. Krylon enamel, polyurethane, blah blah blah. I think that's what it says on the can. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah, Krylon oil enamel interior exterior polyurethane. It's a green color. I think they call it forest green. Anyway, so it came out forest green, and when we decided to use the green paint, we were kind of thinking about the old open wheel race cars and stuff. I think it was a Lotus Matchbox car when I was a kid. It was green and yellow. So I decided to do a little yellow trim. Got the pull start deal yellow. And my little cage for the chain and stuff yellow. And that was our deal. And then all of a sudden thinking, oh crap, John Deere. And then got thinking about it again. And we're in Oregon here, and there is a college here, green and yellow. I don't know if anybody out there is a football fan. They probably know them, the Ducks. Anyway, so we decided to give this cart a Ducks theme, and yeah, hopefully it's the Ducks item that people want and nobody has. So we'll see how that all works out. But for Christmas time. Anyway, you can see it's nice and shiny with lots of dirt. And it's the way the cart should be. See if I can get back. There's the reflection right there. But you can see it's kind of dirty. And then the tubes were all rusty and pitted and this and that. I sanded them, didn't fill anything. Didn't make it pretty, just went ahead and painted it. It is what it is. But anyway, can't polish a turd, but good thing this runs like diarrhea. Goes fast. So that's that project. And then we went ahead and just cleaned the engine up real good and gave it a shot of black, and the fuel tank as well, black. So we'll throw it all back together and see how it looks. But that was today's thing, just cleaning up the bits and pieces and getting them painted. This thing, painted it last night, probably hasn't been over 50, if that. Anyway, it's pretty dry. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be pretty soft today, but it's really fairly hard. So this stuff may work out all right. All right, well, it's evening now, Sunday evening, and got a cord attached and still out of battery. Anyway, you can see it's getting to be evening time. Been pouring rain all day and this and that. Anyway, I got this thing back together. Sitting on stands here. I'll throw it on the floor in a minute. In all of its glory. It actually doesn't look too bad, all things considered. See, you can see the yellow and stuff. Anyway, the yellow and the black is engine enamel. The black on the header there is actually header paint. We'll see how long it lasts. But the bag and tag is empty now, and it's back together, so maybe I'll throw this thing down on the floor and see if we can get a better look at it. the cord. There it is again. Anyway, it is what it is. It's actually not a bad looking cart now. Take it down the road a few times, throw some chips on it, rock chips, a little dirt, and it's going to be a pretty cool cart. Well, anyway, see if we can. Yeah, I'm running out of time here on my deal. I did a little modification on the guard there before I painted it. I went ahead and cut a place out for the exhaust to blow through, and it looks alright. Looks like it belongs there. Anyway, that wire cage stuff I had laying around worked out real well, both for that and the little protector behind the seat, keep you off the engine. And we actually guessed pretty good. Get down in there, and we didn't have a whole bunch of room, but the seat does not touch in there. I kind of put a curve on the back out here. Put a curve here in this screen a little bit, and that way the seat has clearance there in between, and also the engine has clearance on the other side, and so that worked out real well. Anyway, this camera here is telling me I'm running out of media, but get off my cord. I think it came out alright. Put everything back together. I have yet to start it, but for now, yeah, it's time to go eat. I'm done with it. Went ahead and masked up the decals on the engine there. Both the one down on the pull start there and the one up above. Briggs & Stratton 8-horse. Anyway, there it is, the Ducks cart. And thanks for watching.